get into the shirt. Hey y'all, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, my name is Ebony, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how to eat more fruits and vegetables. In America, we are all on pretty much a standard American diet, and we're eating a lot of processed foods. We're not really eating that colorful. So that is why I'm making this video, because that is no way to live. I've been vegan for 2 years now, and I'm gonna put you guys onto some of the knowledge that I acquired whilst on this journey. Tip number 1, season your veggies. How else was I gonna start this video? You have to have those heavy hitters in your cabinet, okay? Like, you gotta have the onion powder, the garlic powder, and I'm not talking about no seasoning salt, no Lorry's, no Goya adobo. I'm talking about real seasoning. For example, sea salt, dried oregano, dried parsley, having your organic adobo, chili pepper flakes, cumin, Indian curry, allspice. I mean, the list goes on and on. You just need to have some healthy plant-based seasoning powders in your cabinet. That way you could just pull them out, help you whip up your vegetables. That way they are tasty and juicy. A lot of us, we show so much love to the meat and to the animal flesh, but we don't show that same love to the vegetables, and that is where we're going wrong. The same way you marinate your chicken and your beef and your pork is the same way you should be able to marinate and season your vegetables. Likewise, you want to have your vinaigrettes, your dressings, your marinades, and your sauces on deck. That way you can add them to your vegetable dishes. We don't want no bland vegetables, so make sure you have that flavor in there. Adding your guacamole, your sauces, your salad dressings, those vinaigrettes, the marinades, the honey mustards, the vegan ranch, things like that are gonna just help bring out all the flavor. It's gonna help the vegetables taste more appetizing, especially those dark leafy greens that are just so rich in that earthy flavor that a lot of us aren't used to. You're definitely gonna wanna learn how to massage your kale with a little oil, vinegar, sea salt, lemon juice, whatever you prefer. You have to season your vegetables. Next, smoothies are a very easy way to incorporate more fruits and vegetables into your diet. Smoothies are they're like the perfect way to start eating healthy, because once you drink that smoothie, it's like,
damn, like, I want to eat healthier for the rest of the day.
Or let me make healthier choices. Like, smoothies just make you feel so healthy because they're commonly just filled with so many amazing ingredients. So you want to pack the plant power into those smoothies. You want to have like your spirulina, your wheatgrass powder, bananas, spinach, kale. Those are all things that you can put into your smoothie. And when you have fruits like frozen mango, frozen pineapple, frozen strawberry, it really makes the smoothie taste amazing. Most of my smoothies taste like ice cream or like an Italian ice. Maybe not exactly, but very, very similar. I try to make my smoothies as tasty as possible so they're enjoyable. They even have like shroom powder, which is like, mushrooms aren't really a vegetable, they're a fungus, but it's still like a natural food. So if you wanted to add like some mushroom powder to your vegetables, those really don't have flavor, but they are packed with some nutrients, so you can do your own research into that. But you get what I'm saying. It's gonna taste delicious, and it's an easy way to get those fruits and vegetables in. You really want to prep your plants, okay? When I was first going vegan, I remember I used to try out so many vegan plant-based recipes. I would come in the apartment with bags of fruits and vegetables, and then literally in 3 days everything would be like going bad on my kitchen counter because I wasn't able to get to all the recipes in enough time. So you really want to plan when you're going to use these vegetables, how you're going to use these vegetables. That way you can be intentional when you're going to the grocery store and buying these things. You want to prep your vegetables. So as soon as you get in the house, I will recommend wash and chop your vegetables. That way during the week when you're cooking, you can just pull them out of the fridge, You don't have to do too much. You're not going to be overwhelmed by the process. Things are already going to be prepared for you to use them in your cooking. For me, I really like that method because when I realize that something might be going bad soon, or maybe I can't get to it right away, I can just take it from the fridge and throw it in the freezer. That way I can have it when I'm ready for it. Similarly, you want to chop your vegetables in smaller sizes, especially if you're the type of person where vegetables aren't really like texture wise appetizing to you. You want to chop your vegetables small. So this can obviously be, for your meal preparation in the beginning of the week, chop your vegetables very small. I know for me, when I make my salads, I like to chop my greens very small and very fine because I hate like large leaves like when I'm eating, especially like kale, those hardier greens. I like them to be chopped finely. That way they can just like kind of like melt in my mouth. They're easier to chew. Find ways to add vegetables to all the meals that you already enjoy. So if you love pasta, add vegetables to your pasta. Also, one little trick, if you've ever tried zoodles, aka zucchini noodles, you can mix that with like your pasta, and the regular pasta will kind of cover up that vegetable texture that you're also eating. So that's a great way to kind of hide your vegetables, especially if you love eating pasta. And that is what I mean. Like, you have to find creative ways to incorporate those vegetables into your diet. That way you're not really tasting it, but you are tasting it. And the more you eat these things, the more you'll get used to the flavor, the more you'll get used to the texture, and it'll become easier and easier for you to have these vegetables on their own. You love burgers, how can you turn that into like a veggie burger? If you love soup, load a bunch of veggies in there. When I wasn't vegan, like if I would make tacos, it would literally just be like the meat, some cheese, the corn tortillas, maybe some already pre-made salsa. But now I go out of my way to make sure I got bell peppers, onions, fresh garlic, I have fresh avocado, fresh cilantro. And I'm just telling you guys from my experience, and I know a lot of people can relate to me on this. You have to make sure that you're buying vegetables that will pair well with the things that you already love to eat and that you eat on a regular basis. Alongside that, a very, very easy trick, something that is going to help kick off your health journey if that is what you are on. Buy some frozen vegetables. That way you can at least have that on the side of all your meals. They have like cauliflower rice, they have carrots and peas. You can get like a frozen bag of like stir-fry vegetables, a frozen bag of kale, a frozen bag of spinach. It's really up to you. But if you want to start eating more vegetables, that's a super easy way. You can pull that out the freezer. It will never go bad. You can throw it in the oven, you can throw it on the stove top, and boom, you have a delicious side dish to whatever meal you are eating. Obviously, going vegan, going plant-based, going vegetarian, you kind of eliminate all the other stuff and you open up so many more fruits and vegetables for yourself. So I think a lot of people don't realize that there are a lot more fruits and vegetables on this planet than we even know. Before I was vegan, I was not eating jackfruit and hearts of palm. Now I'm ordering tropical fruit boxes from Fruits and Roots. Open up your mind to the options that you do have that you might be overlooking. When you go to the grocery store, look at the choices that you have, read the labels, and think about, ooh, have I ever even, cooked with beets? Have I ever cooked with radish before? I know before I was vegan, I wasn't eating that, so I'm just saying. Last but not least, I highly recommend using the resources that you have on the internet to search up more plant-based recipes. That way you kind of have a blueprint on how you will use certain vegetables in your diet. When I was first going vegan, that is all I did. I was all over YouTube, I was all over Google, figuring out how I was gonna incorporate carrots and celery and kale and mushrooms into my diet in every single dish, which it's not easy when that is not what you're used to, when you weren't raised on such a lifestyle. So you really have to work to educate yourself on recipes and methods of cooking that is going to help you eat more vegetables easily. So make sure you check out the rest of my videos. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. Make sure you like this video if you gained any value. Also follow me on Instagram where I post recipes, I post Instagram reels, and so much more that will help inspire you on your health journey, whether you are trying to go vegan or not. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.